DO sir, judges, teachers, and all my dear participants. First of all, I wish a very good afternoon to everyone. I am Aarti. I want to put light on the life journey of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji on his 350 Martyrs Day. Guru Tegh Bahadur was the ninth Sikh Guru who was born in Amritsar, Punjab, in a palace known as Guru Ka Mahal on 1st of April 1621. He was the youngest son of the 6th Sikh Guru, Guru Hargobind Ji and Mata Nanki Ji. His childhood name was Tyagmal. From a young age, he spent most of the time in meditation at home. The rich religious atmosphere of home developed philosophical thoughts within him. From the age of 6, he received regular schooling where he studied classical, vocal and instrumental music. Apart from that, he also studied the Gurbani, the Vedas, the Upanishads. His father trained him archery, horse riding, sword fighting, but also taught him the importance of peace and self-discipline. He fought several battles alongside his father to protect righteousness. He fought the battle of Kartarpur against Penda Khan and won the battle. Because of his bravery, he was given the title of Tegh Bahadur, which means sword of brave. After the battles, he chose to live quite meditative life in Bakala, a town in Punjab. In 1633, he was married to Mata Gujri Ji. In 1640, after his father's death, he continued to live in Bakala with his wife and mother. After the 8th Sikh Guru, Guru Harkishan Ji passed away, then the Sikh community recognized Guru Tegh Bahadur as the 9th Sikh Guru. As Guru, he emphasized spiritual values such as humanity, compassion and devotion to God. He traveled across to India, places like Assam, Bengal, Bihar, Dhaka. He preached the value of humanity and equality. The palace he visited became the site of Sikh Guru, a Sikh temple. Then he traveled across India and during his travels, he started a number of community water wells and langars. After his visit to Assam, Bengal, Bihar, he visited Rani Champa, Queen of Bilaspur, where he bought a site of 500 rupees. There he founded the city of Anandpur Sahib in the foothills of the Himalayas. He believed that a true religion is not about its rituals, but it's about the inner purity and love for humanity. In his time, the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb imposed Islam on the people of India. Most were being forced to convert, including Kashmiri Pandits. They all came to Guru Tegh Bahadur seeking help. Guru Tegh Bahadur said, "Go and tell to the Aurangzeb that if Guru Tegh Bahadur converts, then all of you will accept it too." Then after, Guru Tegh Bahadur was arrested in 1675, transferred to Delhi and kept into prison. His disciples were tortured in front of him. Guru Tegh Bahadur was asked to perform a miracle to prove his nearness to God or convert to Islam, but he didn't bow down. Thereafter, on 24th of November 1675, Guru Tegh Bahadur was beheaded at Chandni Chowk for refusing to give up his faith. His sacrifice was not only for one community, but it was for the entire humanity. That is why he is remembered as Hind Di Chadar, which means Shield of India. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's legacy lives in his teachings and Guru Granth Sahib. His life teaches us timeless lessons to stand up with truth. So let us salute to the great soul who sacrificed his life for others' freedom. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Thank you.